Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Thursday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And what can we expect today?
Yeah, I got a pretty nice day on the way, but it's going to be kind of warm, so may need those shorts and water bottles today, certainly, and sunglasses too. Here's a look at our Ho-Chunk Center camera in downtown Sioux City as we see quiet conditions for now. There are some clouds out there right now as we are warmer right here in Sioux City at 52, and basically we have cloud cover where you see green on your screen. That includes areas like Wayne down toward Tacoma, where we're in the mid to upper 40s down there, but some more clear skies in those bluer areas up toward Sheldon, Canton. That's where we're 36 degrees under clear skies right now. Satellite and radar shows that we did have a few rain showers earlier this morning, but that has exited the region as high temperatures today climb into the 60s and 70s across the region. 75 the forecasted high in Sioux City, 67 the forecasted high for Hometown Proud in Sheldon, Iowa. More details on that coming up after celebrating the Nines and Stray of the Day.
Well, Iowa lawmakers are considering a bill to reform pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs. Those are the middlemen that go between your insurance and your pharmacy to determine how much your medications cost and how much your pharmacy actually gets paid. Last year, 31 pharmacies closed across the Hawkeye State because PBMs were paying them less than what it costs to dispense medications. The Iowa Pharmacy Association estimates nearly 1 million Iowans have been affected by those closures. Legislators say reform is needed.
We talk about bolstering rural Iowa. I mean, you need a pharmacy in order to do that. We have pharmacy deserts in this state. We have a whole county that doesn't have one anymore. We used to be proud of having one in all 99, and now we're getting these areas where there's no pharmacy in the area, and that's just going to continue to get worse. When you look at the heat map of where pharmacies are in distress, there's a large portion of Iowa that's in danger, and we really, really need to get this done.
Critics of the bill say it will increase insurance premiums, but similar legislation has been passed in other states without that happening. Meanwhile, KCAU-9 is featuring another Siouxland community today in our latest edition of Hometown Proud. So at 5 and 6 tonight, we'll broadcast live from downtown Sheldon, Iowa. Tim, Victor, and Travis will all be there. One landmark in town is the Sheldon Prairie Museum, which opened its doors back in 1975. We'll feature some of the collections this evening. The museum is full of archives detailing everything from embezzlement to dinosaur bones, and even the origin of the local school's nickname.
And in 1981, the Des Moines Register officially crowned Sheldon Orbs as the worst school nickname in Iowa, of which Sheldon is very proud. And we have the certificate for the Des Moines Register in one of our rooms here. Oh yeah.
To learn more about the Orbs nickname and much more, tune in to Hometown Proud Sheldon. That's tonight at 5 and 6 right here on KCAU-9. Well, it's Thursday morning, so that means it's time for Celebrating the Nines.
That's right. We got quite a lot of number 9 birthdays to celebrate today, so let's get started. First up is Harper Ann, who turned 9 back on March 8th. Sharon George turned 79 on March 12th. And McKinley turned 9 on March 19th. Hi, McKinley, and happy birthday.
And next up is Daisy, who's turning 9 today, and Burrick, who's turning 79 this Saturday, March 29th. And last but not least, today's winner is Kaylee, who turned 9 on March 20th. Kaylee has won a 4-pack of day passes to the Launchpad Children's Museum, courtesy of the museum. Happy birthday, Kaylee, and thanks to everybody who entered.
And remember, if you want to celebrate your 9s with us, it's easy. Just go to SiouxlandProud.com, click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesday, April 1st at noon.
Well, sure hope Kaylee enjoys that prize for the Launchpad Children's Museum.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue, who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Palmer, a 1 to 2 year old male short hair orange tabby cat. He was found at the Palmer House Motel on Gordon Drive. The rescue says he's a sweet cat that just needs a little time to warm up to new people. If you know Palmer, please let his owners know he's at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue. Otherwise, he'll be available for adoption starting on Sunday, March 30th.
And if you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you would like to sponsor a pet for adoption, then you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Well, Palmer sure has a serious look on his face, and maybe it's because we've got some pretty serious conditions coming up in that forecast.
I was just going to say the same thing. We have a lot going on, so we see satellite and radar showing quiet conditions for now. Not going to last, though, as we head into our Friday, as we see clear conditions today, looking good for Hometown Proud. There may be a passing cloud or maybe even an isolated shower popping up, but I think most areas will stay dry today. As that warm front moves through, that's going to really surge those temperatures into Friday, where some of us could be approaching 90 degrees. If we do hit to 90 tomorrow, that is the second earliest time in Sioux City history. So certainly going to be a hot day on Friday. Along with that comes the possibility of fire danger risk on Friday. So please stay away from any burning. I cannot stress that enough. Then as we head into Friday night, clouds start to build in as the stationary cold front pass by, and you'll see that that transitions to a few showers and storms into very late Friday night or very early Saturday morning. If this develops, they could potentially be strong to even locally severe. So something we'll have to watch carefully. Could see some quarter-sized hail or 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with that. As we head through the daytime on Saturday, temperatures drop through the day, and we'll see just plain rain through much of the day. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but no severe weather anticipated for Saturday. Then we see that rain transition to snow as we head into Saturday night and Sunday, and could see some accumulation with this. There is a lot of uncertainty as to how fast those temperatures will drop, how fast we transition to snow, and how much we'll see, as well as how long this is going to last. But right now, looks like it's going to take till Sunday evening to exit the region, and could see accumulation with that. There is a marginal risk of severe weather in southeastern Siouxland today, where we could see quarter-sized hail or 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but that turns the table to everybody tomorrow, and mainly between about 6 p.m. and 2 a.m., where we could see a quarter-sized hail or 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported. And rainfall amounts through tomorrow not looking super impressive, but then we add another 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Your 9-on-9 forecast showing that we see temperatures that will start to drop behind that, going from near 90 on Friday to barely hitting 40 as we head into Sunday with snow on the backside. Another chance of rain possible Tuesday and Wednesday, or back into the 60s by Friday, April 4.
Now we turn to sports, where college softball is back in Siouxland, with local squads looking to get the season started right. Alyssa Tatch has those highlights and more, all right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. It's springtime, and that means college softball is officially underway. And Briarcliff hosted Dakota Wesleyan at historic Hubbard Park for the Chargers' second home doubleheader of the season. Chargers look to turn around a 3-game skid. Tigers hoping to bounce back from a close loss by Coon. Dakota Wesleyan up 1-0. Third baseman Cadence Kinder with the quick catch and throw to first to secure the last 2 outs. Fourth inning, same score, Ashlyn Johnson smacks it out to left field, giving McKinley Mole the straight from third base. Tigers tack on 2 runs, making it 3-zip. Chargers now at bat, pitcher Georgia Crone with the center field single, and Kayla Persico and Sydney Ebel come home for 2 runs. The Chargers would take the first game win 6-5. Keeping in the GPAC, Northwestern has welcomed back Chris Yaw as the women's basketball program's head coach. Yaw coached the Red Raiders for 10 seasons from 2011 to 2021, accounting 224 wins and leading the Red Raiders to 7 NAIA tournament appearances. Northwestern won the Red Banner in his first year at the helm during the 2011-2012 season, where Yaw was named the NAIA Coach of the Year. Yaw stepped down from the position in 2021. For the past 3 years, Yaw has served as the MOC Floyd Valley Middle School principal and high school girls basketball coach. And big news from Division I basketball. Former Iowa Hawkeye forward Owen Freeman announced he will be transferring to Creighton, making the move official on his social media. Freeman entered the NCAA transfer portal on March 15th following the dismissal of longtime Hawkeyes head coach Fran McCaffery. Freeman averaged 16.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks per game before suffering a season-ending hand injury in January. The Illinois native looks to fill the role of four-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year Ryan Kalkbrenner, who wrapped up his final season of eligibility with the Blue Jays. And on the ice, the Sioux City Metros are in Irvine, California, starting their journey for a back-to-back national title at the USA Hockey National Championship Tournament. Yesterday, in their first game of pool play, the Metros came out with a 5-0 shutout victory over St. Joseph, scoring 3 goals in the first period. The Metros will play Texas's Keller High School today at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And that'll be all for sports. Have a great day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. Tax day is less than 3 weeks away, but filing this year's returns may not be the only worry for some Siouxlanders. For one reason or another, financial hardship, forgetfulness, or any number of emergencies, sometimes taxes just don't get done, and years of unfiled returns may start piling up. An accountant in South Dakota says if you missed out on filing a previous year's return, don't let that become overwhelming. Just bite the bullet and get the job done.
It's always the fear of the unknown, and a lot of the times when we prepare some years, people are actually receiving refunds and they don't get in trouble for receiving refunds. So the first thing is to take that step forward and get things prepared and see exactly where you're at. The longer you wait, the more chance there is that IRS is going to file a return for you, which won't be to your benefit.
Even if you do end up owing money, there are options to make it more manageable, including installment agreements. Well, elsewhere, rolling closures will continue along a stretch of I-29 in Monona County today as workers finish up power line repairs following last week's blizzard. Multiple lineman crews were at work yesterday in Woodbury County, a couple miles north of Salix. Yesterday's work was done around lunchtime, but the Iowa DOT says they'll be back on the job bright and early this morning.
Will be at mile markers 105 and 106 in Monona County. That's near Blencoe. And same thing again, up to about 20 minutes at each location.
Tracy says today's work is expected to begin around 9:30 a.m. She encourages drivers to stay alert and give linemen plenty of space. Meanwhile, the temptation of the open road is likely beckoning Siouxland motorcyclists, especially with those summer-like temperatures coming up tomorrow. But before you hop on your bike for the first time this year, you'll want to do some safety checks, either on your own or in the shop, to make sure it's as ready to hit the road as you are.
It's good to do a walk around of the motorcycle. We always encourage everybody to walk around, look to make sure that it's in good operating order, test out the turn signals, test out the headlight, make sure it's functioning. Double check your tire pressure, right? I mean, it tells you on the side of the tires what your PSI should be in the tires so that when you can get on the bike and go, you can be rest assured that it's good to go.
If you find something needs maintenance, just a heads up that you might find a line in front of you, especially when it comes to things like dead batteries and oil changes. One last check on the forecast. Maybe not the worst day to get out and ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, or go to Hometown Proud in Sheldon. Definitely tune into that tonight at 5 and 6 with Tim Seaman, Victor Perez, and Travis Chin. Certainly going to be a fun time. 75 degrees today, mostly sunny. A spotty shower or storm is possible. Dropping down to 53 tonight, mostly clear and warm. And your 9 on 9 forecast showing that we'll see near record heat possible on Friday. The record is 83, set back back in 1986. We're expected to beat that by as much as 2 to 5 degrees. So certainly going to be quite a hot day on Friday as summer coming in early, I guess. But then we go back to winter mode as we head into Sunday, as we see rain transitioning to snow and could see several inches of accumulation. Slow warm up into next week with highs back in the 50s and 60s. Some rain possible Tuesday into Wednesday, April 1st and 2nd.
Certainly a lot going on in the forecast the next several days. Now's a great time to keep up to date with the weather app and our website.
Yeah, fire danger risk tomorrow too.
Thanks for watching.